I'd like to look for a moment at the second reading where they talk about the stone, which is a reference to Jesus, which is a stone that can be used as a cornerstone or a stone that people can trip over. And what he's getting at, first of all, is a difficulty in the early church. And one of the major difficulties in the early church, we see it reflected in the first reading, where the Gentiles in the community feel neglected. It was a strange thing to the Gentile community that when God should choose to come, that of all things he would come as a Jew. That became a real problem for the Gentile community. The problem for the Jewish community, on the other hand, was when the Messiah came, he didn't come as a warrior who was going to kill Gentiles, which is what they were expecting. So in both cases, there was a kind of resentment of this presence of Jesus being just exactly who he was. And what they're getting at in the reading is, as we see in the gospel as well, Jesus is the Son of God. Jesus has been set in our midst, and he is absolutely the only path to everlasting life. That is what is. So if I'm unhappy that he's Jewish, too bad. If I'm unhappy he's not killing Gentiles, too bad. This is it. This is salvation. That's all there is to it. And I think that's a powerful lesson for daily life. I think oftentimes a lot of time is wasted about the way things should be rather than the way they are, the way they might be. We could work for that. But the fact of the matter is, we have to deal with what is. People who don't deal with what is stumble over it. And that's what the reading's telling us. What actually is, you and I can choose to build on, choose to change, choose to do all kinds of things. But if I ignore what is, I will fall